name is Nancy Goodman, is going viral right now for this confrontation with a black woman at a restaurant. Take a look.
We never said anything about color. We never said anything. So here's the thing. Let me understand.
We're too loud.
We're too loud. In your opinion. Let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours.
Oh, you're so stupid.
And she doubled down when a WRAL reporter asked her about it later. Watch.
I'm a 71-year-old woman who lives in Raleigh. I suffer from tremendous anxiety. I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to say.
What about your use of the N-word?
I used that word because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
Wait a second, is that Stephen Miller's mother? Her hair is too good. So is she going to end up with a job at the Trump administration, or what's going to happen to her? What do you think will happen to her? Unbelievable.
Listen, she's not a 71-year-old who suffers from extreme anxiety. She suffers from extreme bigotry and racism.
And racism. Yeah. It's shocking to hear that. Yeah. You know, in this day and age, even now, it's shocking to hear something
We
like
keep
that.
seeing more and more of these instances. Maybe it's because we're now capturing them on smartphones.
That's
and
exactly
really,
why.
never leave your home without your smartphone. But, you know, we've seen people get berated for speaking Spanish, being told constantly, go back to where you came from.
Yeah, right.
Kids are getting bullied in schools, and we're seeing this. I feel like it's the legitimization of racism. It's the empowerment of it. It's okay. You know, people used to be embarrassed to be racist.
Right. She's not.
She's not. Well, because they've been given permission to do it, right? Because it's been normalized so much by what's going on in our country right now. When you have, in my opinion, a president that says, well, there are fine people on both sides talking about white supremacists. There are people like this woman that sees a change in the culture where they are being given permission. And what I'm tired of is people saying, Sonny, you talk too much about race, and you talk too much about racism, and that's race baiting. If you are tired about hearing about racism, imagine how tired I am of being discriminated against and of being called the N-word. Imagine how I feel.
It's really hard to watch. It's really, when the producer came in and showed it to me, reading it is still differently than seeing it. She's clearly so brazen and unapologetic about using one of the worst terms anyone could ever use under any circumstances. Look, it's a really bad time in our country for a lot of different reasons, and we're ripping each other apart. And I think being 71 is not an excuse. I think being from the South is not an excuse. I don't know what her excuse is other than you're now on The View and the entire world thinks you're the worst representation of bigotry in this country. So congratulations, you made it national as the face of racism.
Right.
I don't know what else to say. We're ripping each other apart. It's a horrible time.
Do you remember each other apart, but we're also speaking against you quite a bit.
But do you remember a few years ago when there was an instance that she's Southerner and she's, of a certain age, Paula Deen was caught having said the N-word. And it cost her endorsements. It cost her a show. She had to apologize. You used to be embarrassed. You used to pay a cost. There used to be consequences to being a horrible human being, a racist and a bigot. Today, there are no consequences.
Well, I think that if she had a show, I think that if she had a show on, well, that's true, but I think if she had a show on TV, she'd lose her job. This is just an average person in the world.
The president hasn't lost his job.
No, don't you know he's above the law?
Apparently so.
Okay, I have to show you, we're not doing the other thing either. Okay. Okay, coming up.